everyone, I'm Hoodie Angel Brandon, and welcome to the long-awaited Nintendo Direct. It's finally here after over a year. We're getting our first full-length Nintendo Direct. We've had some like indie directs and like mini directs, but this is the first full original style Direct. I'm very excited. We've all been waiting. I think it's been like 531 days, I think, since the last full one. So very interested in what we're going to see. I went ahead and made a little thing with some of the things I hope and expect to see. And we're also supposed to be getting Smash news, which, since they're not doing like full updates anymore, probably means a new character, unless they decided they wanted to add some more modes and they changed their mind or something. But expecting a new character. Not really expecting one of the ones that I want, but boy would it make me really happy. But we'll just have to see. And oh, here we go, starting right now. All right, we're jumping right in. What? Xenoblade 2! Rex! Rex, am I getting my boy? Nia! Ah!
One day, Pyra just disappeared.
What if it's not Rex? What if it's just Pyra standalone? Or what if this is what if they're doing like more DLC? That doesn't make sense. Morag! The Zeke. The Zekinator.
I couldn't find her anywhere.
So far away.
It's as if she vanished off the face of all.
So tell me why I'm here and what's the reason I am here today.
Where
I recall it was you. You wished that I would stay. But how much will blow against me? I will keep.
This is where you were. Pyra!
Sorry, Rex. I couldn't tell you. Because I got an invitation to join Smash!
So is it Pyra standalone then? I'm sad Rex isn't in, but I'm happy that there is a Xenoblade 2 character in.
Just sit back and leave it to me, Rex. Behold the power of the Aegis!
I'm sad. I'm really sad Rex isn't in, but like,
How don't you smash attack with fire?
I love Xenoblade 2 so much.
Prominent revolt! Blazing ash!
This is like a I get my Xenoblade 2 character, but I don't get the Rex amiibo I was hoping for. It's sad because like Pyra already has figures, so I really wanted Rex so that I could get a figure of him, but I'm still just happy to see a Xenoblade 2 representation. We're gonna get more music. Oh, hey Mythra. Show him some foresight.
Mythra!
Cutting it close, huh? Hey, were these guys planning on winning? Gee, I feel kind of bad now. Coming through! Lightning, Buster!
Oh, I'm so excited. They're gonna be able to fix all the missing Xenoblade 2 music. The fact that like More Ardain, which is probably like the most iconic Xenoblade 2 song, is not in Smash is wild when there are other songs in there. So I hope they take the chance to add that in.
You can swap between each other freely.
Serious?
Are they gonna?
Blinding speed. Together.
That makes sense why they didn't include Rex then if they wanted to have a switching mechanic and they didn't want to do the full. Oh, is Gramps the stage? Yes. That was one of the ideas. The thing is, Xenoblade 2 had so many good options for stages that I would have been fine with like anything that could have chosen. Oh, at least the cast gets to make cameos in the background. Can Rex be in the background at least? Oh, he's in the final smash! Oh, there's my boy. So there he is. Oh, he looks so cute. Go get him, Rex.
Never expected to see you two again. Well, now that you're in Smash, I won't go easy on you.
Ooh, fighting words. You forget. We're fighters too!
Oh, I'm happy. That is so good. I'm glad Xenoblade 2 is getting some love. It wasn't quite what I wanted, but I'll take it. I'm so excited that they didn't just leave Xenoblade like forgotten.
I'm Shinya Takahashi from Nintendo.
I'm surprised they led off with that though. I didn't think Smash would be at the very end, but I expected it to be later in the presentation.
Direct mini presentations. However, we haven't been able
I know
to
it was
present a
sad.
Nintendo Direct in
I
this
miss these
style
big ones
for
like
some
this.
time. I'm happy to share this Nintendo Direct with you all today. We appreciate your continued support.
Thank you.
Okay, what you just saw was the reveal trailer for the newest fighter in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game, Pyra and Mythra. They originally appeared in the Xenoblade Chronicles series as Rex's 2-in-1 ally. Please look forward to seeing their moveset in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This fighter releases in March, so we hope you'll stay tuned just a bit longer. All right, let's
March.
continue.
So that lines up
First
with the
batch
amiibo
of
theory.
Nintendo Switch headlines.
I figured we were expecting something for March, but oh, that's that Fall Guys thing. We were expecting something for March, but I'm a little surprised that they. That's why I'm surprised that they announced a direct this month. I expected something in March, so. But still cool. I never followed the hype for this game, so I don't know much of anything about it. But it feels like it was here, everyone was talking about it, and then it just dropped off and everyone moved on to Among Us like right away. Like this was a very like 2 weeks kind of deal where people were excited for like 2 weeks and then stopped caring. So I don't know, it feels like maybe that's a little too late. But I don't know, maybe there are still people excited for that game and they just are quieter now. I don't know.
You have 22
Man,
minutes.
Rex.
After that, the
Poor
sun will
Rex.
explode. and
But
the
we
solar
got
system
Xeno
will
2, we're gonna
annihilate.
get some more music.
However,
My favorite
everything will
Xenoblade
reset,
2 character
allowing you to
is
continue
Nia,
exploring while
and then
retaining the
probably
information you
Rex.
gather.
But Pyra's up there. I do like Pyra a lot.
By repeating these cycles,
Mythra's okay, but
gradually
I prefer
unravel the
Pyra.
mysteries hidden in the universe. What messages will you discover? How can you prevent the sun from exploding? Why is the solar system trapped in an endless time loop? Find out when the critically acclaimed Outer Wilds launches on Nintendo Switch summer 2021. Put your sleuthing skills to the test in 2 classic murder mystery games. Famicom Detective Club, The Missing Heir.
Oh.
And Famicom Detective Club, The Girl Who Stands Behind. 2 deep cuts from Nintendo
I know
history,
I know
coming to North
the
America for
Famicom
the first
detective
time.
games were getting like remakes, but
Localized in
I
English and
I hadn't heard
modernized
anything
for
about
Nintendo
them getting
system.
localization.
Suspense,
So
drama,
that's kind of cool. I
and
know
twists and
there were
turns
some people
await
who
at
were
every corner.
really hoping
You'll
for
be on the
that,
edge of your
but
seat as you dive into the
we hadn't heard
narrative
anything
set
about
in
it,
Japan.
so it's kind of
In
surprising.
one game, you'll solve a complex murder case surrounding a wealthy family in a haunted village while dealing
It
with
looks good
amnesia.
though. The animation looks nice.
But that's not the only case to crack.
一人で教室にいると後ろから誰かの呼ぶ声がする
In the other game, you'll investigate a supernatural rumor after a mysterious death to free students from a sinister nightmare. interrogate suspects, and hunt for clues to piece together these chilling conundrums. Can you figure out who the culprit is before it's too late?
助けてここから出して自分の目の前に血染めの少女が立っている
Uncover the deadly truth in Famicom Detective Club The Missing Heir and Famicom Detective Club The Girl Who Stands Behind. Coming to Nintendo Switch May
That's
14th.
interesting. They look really nice. I don't know what the original games look like, so I can't really compare. But they looked really high quality for remakes of a game that like was just kind of stuck over in Japan forever. You got another game that's been locked in Japan that people have been asking for a while. You want to bring that one back? I'm talking about my boy over here, in case it wasn't obvious. Lucas, please. Is this Dynasty Warriors? Akechi? That ain't Akechi. Samurai Warriors. Okay.
The latest entry in the Samurai Warriors franchise is coming to Nintendo Switch. Dive into the history of the Sengoku
looks good, though.
period, as the series now shines the spotlight on Nobunaga Oda and Mitsuhide Akechi. Character designs and visuals have been revamped for this installment.
Yeah, it looks good.
High-octane moves in electrifying
Koei Tecmo, what were you doing with Fire Emblem? Why doesn't it look like this?
in Samurai Warriors 5?
I don't think
Slashing its
Fire
way onto
Emblem
Nintendo Switch
Three Houses looks as bad as a lot of people, but it does have some parts where it looks a little rushed. It could have used a little bit more time, but
The vast world of Fadiel beckons. After 20 long years, Legend of Mana featuring remastered HD graphics is coming to Nintendo Switch.
I thought we had a Mana
You'll
collection
set
on the
off
Switch
a journey
already.
to find the mystical mana tree seen in a dream.
I don't know anything about
Before discovering the world
that series though,
is
so
empty. During your travels, you'll acquire special items called artifacts. Place them on the map to bring towns, dungeons, and other lands to life. It's up to you on when and where to place artifacts, as well as how to advance the story. Join forces with characters, each on their own personal quests. Square off against fearsome monsters. Or take a break from adventure and rest up at home. The music has been rearranged for this enhanced version, and you can alternate between the new arrangement and the original soundtrack.
oh, that's cool.
Other
I like
features
when
like the
games
magic
do that.
button
I
give
wish
you the ability to turn off
because
enemy
Pokemon did that
encounters,
for Heart
as
Gold
well
Soul
as the new
Silver.
minigame, Ring
But then they
Ring.
didn't do it for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I was sad. I feel like more games more remakes should have the option to play with the original soundtrack, because it's cool. Monster Hunter? Yeah. So we got some Rise news. I know a lot of people are saying because people really bandwagon on whatever is the next biggest game when it comes to Smash announcements. So because Monster Hunter Rise was announced, everyone was like, the Monster Hunter's next, the Monster Hunter's next. So I don't know, it's just always funny to see how fickle speculation in regards to that is. I don't know a ton about Monster Hunter. I tried one of the demos on the Switch, and because I was interested in getting into the series, but everything was just so sluggish. Like, moving around just felt awful. I was not having a fun time, and the tutorial, like, that demo did not do a good job of, like, teaching how the gameplay was, so even though I'm kind of interested in Monster Hunter, like, it's just, I don't know how easy it is to get into the series. But it's interesting. Their monster designs are cool, though. I kind of get why the team likes to put the monsters over the hunters in, like, promotion and stuff. It kind of makes sense because, like, some of the designs are cool.
Watch out for the apex! Do not let it pass!
The rampage. How long do you think it's going to last? Inoa, we should start preparations right away.
We're here to offer assistance. We must stop the calamity.
March 26th. That's Byleth Amiibo Day. Everyone else is gonna be at the store to pick up Monster Hunter. I'm just gonna be like, yo, I've got a Byleth Amiibo to pick up.
That was the latest trailer for Monster Hunter Rise from Capcom. How will our heroes fare against these ferocious monsters? Stay tuned for the latest installment in the Monster Hunter series, launching March 26th. Next, please take a look at this.
Oh, Mario Golf.
The fairway is open once again. Tee off in the latest installment of the Mario Golf series, coming to Nintendo Switch.
Cool.
Study the wind and terrain.
I'm not a
Take
big
your
sports
time to
guy,
think things
so
through.
I never got too
Then
into
swing.
the Mario sports games. Though the baseball one for GameCube was actually surprisingly really good. Actually, I played the GameCube and the Wii one, and they were both really good.
Use features on the greens, like a
I
shot
think those
gauge
are the
to
only
see how your
Mario
shot
sports
will
games I
curve
really
due to
played, though.
slopes. And a scan
And that was
lets
because
you
my
examine
brother's
a course's
my brother
terrain.
had them. 'Cause
These
he's more into
features can
sports
help
and
you
stuff.
ace your shots. In addition to button controls, you can also use motion controls by holding a Joy-Con.
If you can do
controller
that, why
with a
haven't you
golf
guys
club.
put Wii
Gently
Sports
swing
on
the
the
controller
Switch?
to have your character swing in the game, letting you easily enjoy the sensation of golfing. On top of all that, there are several modes with new elements that truly bring the heat to
Luigi!
Mario Golf,
Yo!
including this one,
Ice
Speed
Flower!
Golf.
Ice Flower is like one of my favorite
Here,
power-ups in
it's
Mario.
always your turn. Everyone tees
Specifically
off
the
at
Ice
same
Flower
time,
from Mario
then
Galaxy
you'll
where you can
race
skate
through the
like
course
that.
to reach your ball.
Very cool.
Give it another whack to get
Pun
it closer
intended.
to the hole, then keep going. Outpace your opponents to come out on top. Your golfing skills aren't the only things at play. Make use of dashes and special shots to beat the competition. Oh, did we mention story mode? As a Mii character, you'll start out as a rookie and develop your golfing skills while interacting with various Mushroom Kingdom characters. Level up with experience points earned during matches. Then, allocate points to different stats, allowing you to develop your character however you'd like. You can also use your Mii in versus play. Put your golfing skills to the test when Mario
Cool.
Golf Super Rush swings
Not a game
on
for me, but it looks
Nintendo
pretty good.
Switch, June 25th. Pre-orders begin on Nintendo eShop after this
The
presentation.
thing is, like, I don't really know how you evaluate a golf game because, like,
latest
I
game
don't
in the
play
Mario
those, so
Golf series
so like I
has
can't
new
really
gameplay
say,
for
oh yeah, this
multiplayer.
looks like they changed this
As
in this
well as
way
the
and
familiar
this
golf
looks improved.
gameplay
It's just like
with easy to learn
looks like golf.
controls.
Looks like golf with Mario characters, which is what
Please look
what the name of the
forward to
game
this
is. So
game
I would
on
assume
Nintendo
that that's
Switch.
a good thing to
Let's
look
move
like.
on to more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Check out these games coming to Nintendo Switch. Return to the unforgiving world of Pandora in Tales from the Borderlands. Play as the Hyperion lackey Reese and the quick-witted con artist Fiona as you set out to recover a mountain of cash. Set between Borderlands 2 and 3,
I'll be honest,
this game
I
includes
expected
all 5
less
episodes,
third-party
built
stuff.
with classic Borderlands
Since we had been getting
Gangsters,
those like
abandoned
third-party
worlds, and
directs
vault
last
hunters are
year,
just a handful of the obstacles you'll
I expected
encounter
this
in
one
this
to
choice-driven
be
narrative
more
adventure.
the partner
Embark
showcases.
on
I
a
expected
wild
this one to be
ride
more
when Tales from the
Nintendo centric,
Borderlands launches on Nintendo
and then I
Switch
kind of
on
figured
March
they'd just
24th.
keep doing more partner showcases in the
32
future,
of
but I
Capcom's
guess
most
not.
Beloved arcade classics are coming to Nintendo Switch. Rewind gameplay, adjust game speed or difficulty, and select from a variety of display options to relive that sweet arcade goodness. Get 1943 The Battle of Midway for free, then purchase game packs or the standalone Ghosts and Goblins add-on to build your collection. Local co-op play is also available. Scratch that nostalgic itch when Capcom Arcade Stadium launches later today. Brains. As a zombie, you just can't get enough of them. In this action game from Aspire, you'll build your zombie horde and take revenge on the city by turning humans into your undead allies. Replenish your bodily arsenal of sputum head, gut grenades, and more during your grisly mission. This city ain't no match for a dead man. Stubbs the Zombie in Rebel Without a Pulse eats its way onto Nintendo Switch March 16th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. It's Travis Touchdown
No more heroes.
versus Assassins. Wait, aliens? Aliens have invaded Earth. Hold up, is this even the right game? Anyway, after annihilating an entire
Yeah, I
city,
haven't
the aliens
played
have taken over.
the
Now
other No
hosting
More
the
Heroes games, but it just
intergalactic
seems
ranking tournament to decide
like
Earth's fate.
it's just very
As the
weird that they're
crash
like,
beam katana-wielding
okay,
assassins
assassins,
touchdown.
aliens. Like that seems like quite a leap there. But I've heard it's like kind of a wacky series, so I guess it makes sense with that in context. But
earn enough to pay off the entry fee. You'll then face off against a slew of unusual opponents. Most of them aliens with some crazy tricks up their sleeves. Study their tactics carefully to gain the upper hand in combat. With a new and improved Death Glove, you'll have access to a variety of deadly skills that can be customized and upgraded before each match. The fate of the world is at stake, so get ready to kick some, whatever aliens have that you can kick. Anyway, it'll all make sense. When No More
yo,
Heroes 3
Travis has a
lands on
D
Earth.
wheel.
Or, you know, Nintendo Switch, August 27th.
Fast makes me feel heartbeats in hyperdrive.
Exterminate demons in heaven.
As above, so below. Why do they need assassins in heaven?
You're not
Do
Bayonetta.
someone's dirty work. It's kill or be killed. You won't last long if you can't rely on yourself.
Seems like an interesting system though, using cards and then like a first-person card
Judgment?
game.
Nothing
That's
to do with it.
interesting. With that said, seeing those cards flash on screen is giving me horrid flashbacks to Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. That was not a fun experience for
Uncover
me.
Heaven's Mysteries in Neon White, coming to Nintendo Switch, winter 2021.
But that looked,
The
that was an
DC
interesting
superhero
concept.
girls are here to save the day.
Hi, everyone. My name's Barbara Gordon.
Jeez,
AKA
she's got like
Supergirl.
stage 5
I'm
anime.
always inventing new gadgets to fight crime, like my batarangs and backup. This is Supergirl. She's super strong and has heat vision, plus super breath. And let's not forget Wonder Woman, an Amazonian warrior who wields the lasso of truth. Along with our friends Green Lantern, Bumblebee, and Zatanna, we fight evil supervillains to keep our city safe. But we're not just about the super life. We also have our school lives, and trust me, there's never a dull moment at Metropolis High School. Sometimes it'd be nice to get out of class and do some shopping downtown with my besties. Ooh, and maybe take some photos to share on Superstar Post while we're at it. Hey, I got a comment already. Nice. Ooh, and I definitely want to hit up
That
Sweet
voice
Justice later.
almost sounds familiar, but
Uh-oh,
not
something
quite.
really bad is threatening the city. No one could have seen it coming, but when justice calls, you can count on us to answer no matter what.
that sounds like Twilight Sparkle.
Just gotta make sure no one figures out our secret identities.
DC Superhero Girls Teen Power heroically soars onto Nintendo Switch June 4th. Ready the juice cannons and prepare for battle.
Okay.
Who will join you in your adventure?
Is that
Anyone can.
Miitopia?
Band together on a
Yeah.
quest to face evil and save faces.
It's cool that they're porting that.
Nintendo Switch. Cast Mii characters in various roles across the
Yeah, and we've got more Mii customization options on Switch, so that'll be cool. I didn't play that game, but I watched some. I watched like the first bits of some that people were playing, and it looked kind of funny and charming. So it's cool that it's getting a port.
Letting you go wild with your Mii creations and make them even more fabulous.
Yo, blue-haired boy, adorable.
In the world of Miitopia, relationships are key. So consider spending some quality time with allies to strengthen bonds. This can give you an advantage during battle. If your relationship's sour, though, things might take a turn for the worse. Whoa! You can have a horse as an ally? That sounds pretty darn good! Care for it, and it'll lend a hand, or poof, in battle. Venture with friends and familiar faces in the lighthearted romp Miitopia, coming to Nintendo Switch
That's
May
cool.
21st. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. Super Mario.
Okay,
themed
yep.
items are coming to
I
your
thought
island.
we'd see something Animal Crossing for the
Super Mario Brothers 35th
the anniversary
themed items are coming to
update.
the Animal Crossing New Horizons game.
Are we only gonna see the Mario stuff though?
Familiar items like the Super Mushroom and the Question Block can be ordered in-game as furniture items. So place them however and wherever you'd like.
Oh yeah, you can. This is
can also
this
play
is
two
the
warp
3D
pipes.
Mario Maker we all wanted.
Then use them to travel between locations on your
Oh
island.
my goodness, yo, fast warp?
Hey,
That's actually kind of
why not
cool.
Try recreating the Mushroom Kingdom. A free update for the game launches February 25th.
So it's February, okay.
After downloading
It's a little
it,
earlier
Super
than I
Mario
thought.
Brothers items will be available via Nook Shopping starting March 1st. Keep an eye on the official Animal Crossing
That's all
Twitter
though?
account for the latest
I was hoping we'd
information.
get like all the Nintendo items along with the Mario ones. Man,
We hope you continue
that's like my
enjoying life on your
biggest
island.
gripe with New Horizons is just like so much old content is missing.
How was that?
And I don't feel like
These
what they added
collaboration items
really makes up for
as
it.
part of the Super Mario Brothers 35th anniversary
Especially in
events.
terms of furniture. There's
Things
just
take a
it's just
bit
so
longer
bare
for their
bones.
release.
It's like I hope you like wooden
Speaking of which,
stuff because like
last week,
that's most of what we
We
got.
had the global launch for the Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury game. We hope you enjoyed that Mario adventure as well.
3D World was really
Next,
good. I did
we
not
have
get
another
it
game to
again
show
here
you.
because I still have it on the Wii U, but it's a good game.
He leaves us no recourse. Swords!
Never. Aesfrost will answer for its crimes today.
Are these the wages of loyalty? Raised earth and burnt corpses.
You and no other must decide how we proceed.
You are a leader and must be the beacon others look to when the night is darkest.
Together with these fields, today you burn.
I promise to do all in my power to see us through this safely, every last one of us.
That looks interesting.
Far, far away lies
I was
the
gonna say
continent
this
of
is, it's
Roselia,
3 houses
comprised
but
of
2D.
3 nations and limited deposits of salt and iron. The constant feuds among the nations over these precious resources eventually ignited into a great conflict known as the Salt Iron War. Though the hostilities ceased with an uneasy truce, decades later the flames of war threatened to engulf the realm once again.
You are all that remain.
Caught in a tangled, fiery web of plots and conspiracies, a brave group from Glenbrook fights to save their kingdom from the powers that would orchestrate their downfall.
Our benefit, you say?
In this new tactical RPG, battles take place on terrain with different elevations. A character's attack range is determined by their location and their equipped weapon. The range can be extended by attacking from...
Yeah, I wish Fire Emblem did more with, like, elevation and stuff. That's something that I feel like Fire Emblem hasn't really tapped into. Like, I think, didn't Final Fantasy Tactics have that? And then, also, I think it was kind of in Yu Yu Hakusho Tournament Tactics on Game Boy Advance. I'm kind of surprised that Fire Emblem hasn't done more with elevation, because, like, it's kind of mostly just, like, you're either mounted or you're not. You're either in the air or you're not.
To create water terrain. Then electrify the area with lightning magic. It is of the utmost importance to survey the battlefield before taking action. Throughout the story, you will be faced with making important decisions in a variety of situations. Utility, morality, liberty. Collectively, your decisions will establish your conviction, affecting how the story unfolds and who will join your cause.
Once more, I would ask you plainly. Do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Estrost?
Critical decisions that may determine the fates of nations are settled by vote on the scales of conviction. Use information you've gathered to sway allies toward your favored cause. The story will
That's
significantly
interesting.
change
It looks
based
really
on how the
in-depth.
votes are cast.
So they refused to relinquish him to us.
Lies! His hand was forced.
As more and more critical decisions are made, your journey may take you down paths divergent from those of other players.
You will see what true might is.
Project Triangle Strategy, a brand new tactical RPG from Square Enix, will launch in 2022. Please be on the lookout for more information.
That one
in
looks
the
interesting.
future. After this presentation,
I've actually
demo
had
version of
ideas
this game
for
will be available to
a
download on Nintendo
tactical
eShop. And in the
RPG
future,
game.
we'll conduct
I
a
probably won't ever
survey
do
to
anything with
gather
it because I don't know much about game design, but
forward to
I had
hearing
ideas
your
for one kind of
responses
like
on
this, or kind of like Fire Emblem, but with like the
Please look forward to
like
future
in-game
updates on this
influencing
brand new
decisions
tactical
that this
RPG
looks like
from
it
Square
has. So
Enix.
that'll be interesting.
Okay, let's see a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
I want to keep an eye on that.
Calling all hunters. Do you have what it takes?
Oh, Star Wars. Eh.
Star Wars Hunters is a competitive, free-to-play online game set between episodes 6 and 7. Clash in this third-person shooter coming to Nintendo Switch in 2021.
All right, let's do this.
Do I look at you or the camera?
Knockout City interviews, take one.
We all play for different reasons.
Korgan loved battle. Korgan used many weapons. Triple-bladed war axe, spear of misery, Hades' soul-devouring crossbow.
A princess is supposed to lead her people, not be stuck up in some tower waiting for a hero.
My line of work, bullets are constantly whizzing past you.
Flaming longsword, blade of doom.
Just once I'd like to catch one of them bullets. You know, with my hands.
With this crown, I'm gonna lead my team to victory and kick some serious ass!
Look, it's simple.
Korgan want new weapon.
In Knockout City, I'm like a kung fu master. I can catch bullets. Woo! Come get some! Got you.
Okay, team. They may have won the battle, but not the war.
Hey, can we redesign our characters?
You're not a team if you're not wearing a uniform.
Max, this is a war zone, not a bloody fashion show.
Pass to me.
Kind of interesting mechanics, but like this whole skit thing around it just kind of is like weird. I don't know. The whole skit was just kind of why.
The fight for survival starts now.
Hang on tight, because you're all going to play a little game of fate for me.
From the creators of the Danganronpa and Zero Escape series comes a fight for your life, literally. Disoriented and trapped in an underwater theme park, the 12 of you, known as the Go-Getters Club, must now survive this game of fate at all costs.
I don't want to die yet. Sorry to scare you all, but the game is canceled.
The game is suddenly called off. You escape the theme park and get a glimpse of Japan, but everyone's vanished. Set off on a captivating journey across the country that blends side-scrolling action with suspenseful narrative.
The one behind the whole game of fate.
As you make your way back home to Tokyo, you'll alternate between working solo and teaming up with the group to overcome challenges and monsters that stand in your way. What awaits you all at the end of your journey? The battle for survival.
That looks like the most impractical bicycle of all time.
Nintendo Switch.
That looks interesting though. But NIS, that's not the game I keep asking for from you. I really just want Phantom Brave.
Physical release of Hades.
Oh. I know everyone went nuts for Hades. It looks interesting. Cool that it's getting a physical version.
This version comes with a couple of extras to assist you on your journey out of the underworld. The first is a PC download code for the Hades original soundtrack. It's packed with 2.5 hours of blood-pumping music composed by Darren Korb, known for his work on previous Supergiant titles like Transistor and Bastion. The second is a 32-page full-color character compendium featuring portraits of the game's vibrant cast of gods, ghosts, and monsters, all by Supergiant's art director, Gen Z. And let's not forget the game itself, offering dozens of hours of exhilarating action paired with a compelling story. Escape the underworld again, or for the first time, with the physical version of Hades on March 19th. 3 deadly action games, 1 masterful collection.
Is this the Ninja Gaiden trilogy that people were talking about? Yep.
Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2.
This was I saw Ryu thrown around as a big Smash speculation character. Partly because of this and also partly just because of other leaks.
You are the legendary ninja Ryu Hayabusa.
But I heard a lot about this trilogy in relation to that, so
arsenal of killer weapons, each offering
not that surprising.
A different set of lethal skills, along with ruthless ninjutsu to swiftly take down enemies. Quickly gauge your opponent's movements while unleashing fast and frenzied combos. And team up with other super ninjas in your quest to fulfill your destiny. All previous downloadable content, including costumes and game modes, are included. Revel in the intensity of Ninja Gaiden in one dynamic collection. Ninja Gaiden Master Collection slices its way onto Nintendo Switch summer 2021. More battles are coming to Hyrule Warriors
DLC?
Age of Calamity.
I had a hunch that we would get some more Age of Calamity stuff. There's a character on there that I am genuinely shocked was not actually playable. I don't want to talk too much because, you know, spoilers, it's still a relatively new game, but unless they spoil it right here. Are they gonna add expansion pass? You're not actually gonna tell which characters are in there? Okay. That's unfortunate. I was hoping they'd actually say some of the characters or something, but
There's even more coming to Nintendo
Age of
Switch.
Calamity I feel like it was a really good game, but there's some
Almost here.
I was disappointed with the story itself, given what it was kind of billed as and then what it ended up actually being. Just a little disappointing, but the gameplay itself was really good.
Veterans and newcomers to the series can enjoy this brand new story on February 26th. A new trailer for Bravely Default 2 will be revealed following this presentation. The game can be pre-ordered on Nintendo eShop. An updated demo is also available. The latest installment in the legendary Ghosts and Goblins series comes to life. As the brave knight Arthur, you'll unleash weapons, spells, and skills to battle monsters across challenging stages within the Demon Realm. Local co-op play is also available for the first time. Help Arthur in his quest with one of 3 supporting characters: Barry for defense, Carrie for transportation, or Archie for bridges. Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection launches February 25th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. 8 protagonists, 8 captivating journeys. Saga Frontier has been remastered for Nintendo Switch. Travel through a stunning sci-fi world with any of the protagonists, each with their own stories. With the addition of the playable protagonist Fuse, new gameplay features, exhilarating battles, and a new scenario for the protagonist Acellus, Saga Frontier Remastered is an adventure not to be missed. The game launches April 15th.
I think we knew about these
Apex
last
Legends is
few
storming onto the
already.
Nintendo
Yeah,
Switch system.
these are all like things that we already knew about that were already like shown last time on the like the partner showcases or whatever. So
on Nintendo Switch can get an
not as
all-new legendary
interesting.
Pathfinder skin and 30 free levels for the Season 8 Mayhem Battle Pass. Plus, for the first 2 weeks after launch, earn double XP when you play on Nintendo Switch. Fight for fortune, fame, and glory when Apex Legends enters the fray March 9th.
How's it going so far? There's still a little bit more to show you in today's Nintendo Direct, so we hope you'll stick with us. Next, please take a look at this.
Zelda. I was getting worried because I figured we'd get a good chunk of Zelda here for the
sequel to The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild
for
game.
the anniversary,
Unfortunately, we
but
don't have anything to share right now.
all right.
We apologize.
No Breath of the Wild 2 stuff.
Development
Are you
is
gonna?
proceeding smoothly, and we should be able to bring you some new information this year.
Okay, I was starting to
For
think,
now,
well,
we'll
we
have
haven't
to
seen
ask you to
anything
wait
Zelda,
just a bit longer.
so maybe they're just gonna save that for like E3.
While you're all waiting, however, this Legend of Zelda game will be coming to Nintendo Switch. Please.
All right,
take
so
a
not a full collection, but there is it gonna be Skyward Sword? Yep. Pretty sure this was leaked like a long time ago. Man, please give it just a regular control scheme. Also, I'm immediately reminded that I don't like Skyward Sword Link's lips. The lips in this game, everything else about the art in Skyward Sword was good, but the lips freak me out. I wish they had changed the lips. Please tell me you gave it a standard control scheme. Because that was like the only really big thing that I didn't like about Skyward Sword was just the controls were so not fun.
What you've just seen is The Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword HD. This game originally released in 2011 on the Wii console, and now it's coming to Nintendo Switch. The Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword featured a control scheme in which players would use the Wii Remote Plus controller as
I
a
know.
sword,
It
and
was
nunchuck
very
controller as a
exhausting
shield.
on
With
my
the increased
arms.
processing power of the Nintendo Switch system, the controls here are smoother and even more intuitive. And we've
I mean,
recreated
even
the
more
controls
than
for
not
the
at
Sword and
all
the Shield
is
here
not much
by
of an
having the
improvement.
player hold 2 Joy-Con controllers. The Joy-Con controller in your right hand is the sword. Swing it to have Link swing his sword in the game. The Joy-Con controller in your left hand is the shield. By lifting the controller,
So
you
no
can
standard
raise the
control
shield to
scheme.
block enemy
That's
attacks.
unfortunate.
You can perform other actions like using both controllers to wield a bow and arrow. These physical movements add a sense of urgency and tension to combat. But we've also made it possible to play the game with button controls to ensure that
Yes!
it's played in handheld
Oh,
mode or
perfect!
on the Nintendo Switch Lite system.
Skyward
After mulling
Sword
over
might have
how
just
the
jumped up a
Sonic
few
gameplay
rungs on
elements
my
with buttons,
Zelda tier
we
list
decided
because
to apply the sword
that
motions to tilting the right control stick.
because that was like the only thing that I just could not enjoy about that game was just
Tilt
how
the stick down when you want
the
to swing
controls
the
were
sword
just like
down.
not fun.
Swing to the right
Everything else about the game was really solid, and then just like that. And
Just
Link's
tilt the
lips,
stick
but,
in
you
the
know.
respective direction.
They really emphasized his lips.
Here's something else
Very
we've been
weird.
working on. Specially designed Joy-Con
Cool.
controllers. The right Joy-Con controller
Those
is
look
themed
good.
after the Master Sword, while the left features a Hylian shield motif. The Legend
That's
of Zelda
nifty.
Skyward Sword, as the game depicting the earliest story in the Legend of Zelda timeline, details the events around the creation of the Master Sword itself. We hope that people who played the original game on Wii and those playing it for the first time will enjoy discovering the origins of the Legend of Zelda.
Man, I might need to get that.
The Legend of Zelda
July
Skyward Sword
16th.
HD launches July 16th.
10 days before my birthday.
Following this Nintendo Direct, you'll be able to pre-order the game on Nintendo eShop. And the specially designed Joy-Con controllers will launch on the game's release day at your local retailers. Many of you may already know this, but The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword was the last original console game prior to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game, and it was still following the established conventions of The Legend of Zelda. However, it gave a glimpse into many features and innovations that would
Yeah, like
eventually
shields
be
breaking.
adopted in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Using the sailcloth to descend in midair,
Yeah.
a stamina gauge that
Stamina.
depleted as you scaled walls with vines or ran. Even the concept of collecting items to upgrade gear. I hope those of you who've played The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild...
And I like
give
how
this
they
game a
conveniently
try as
don't mention that this was also where you got shields breaking.
Please look forward to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword.
No, that's exciting. I was kind of hoping for like an anniversary collection like what Mario got. But that's still really cool.
What did you think? The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword has been optimized for Nintendo Switch. It includes intuitive motion controls and button controls by tilting the right control stick.
Man, button controls just is
Okay,
going to make that
the next
so much
game
more
will
fun.
be our last announcement for today. Please
Okay,
take a
final
look at
announcement. What are we ending with? Splatoon? Yo! New hairstyles. Splatoon character customization screens are always so cool. We got a splat bow and arrow. That's cool too. I almost put something Splatoon related on my my predictions list, but I was like, maybe not. Cause I was like, what would they do? Like, it feels too early for Splatoon 3. So I was like, what would they do? But I guess we're getting something. Is it going to be another DLC expansion, or are they actually just doing like a third game? Or maybe it's a spin-off? Like just a spin-off story? It is 3. Whoa! I'm surprised. I felt like it was too early for Splatoon 3. Yo, air battles? Oh, yeah, the original theme brought back and remixed. Splatoon 2 was really good, but I just did not like it as much for a very arbitrary reason. I was very sad that they did not bring back Flounder Heights. That was my favorite stage. They did not bring it back. I was very salty about that. But I hit rank X and then I kind of just dropped off the game. I just didn't have a reason to like keep playing because I hit rank at X and I was just like, what do I do from here? But it's not coming till 2022, so yeah, okay, that makes a little sense. That feels more in line with the gap between games.
What you've just seen
That's cool.
is the latest installment in the Splatoon series, Splatoon 3. This game is scheduled to launch in 2022, so it'll be a while.
Should have bumped it back to 2023 or Splatoon 3, duh.
Today, we showed you a sampling of games coming to Nintendo Switch. A variety of games are in development. And we look forward to sharing more news with you in the future. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
That's cool. I hope they have a way to transfer some of your stuff from Splatoon 2, because I grinded like my favorite gear to be maxed out, and then I'll be sad if I lose that. But overall, pretty dang solid presentation. There was some fillery kind of stuff in there, like, did we really need a reel that was like 5 minutes of just old games that were announced last year? Like that Saga game, and I think the Plants vs. Zombie game was already announced. I don't know. There was some kind of stuff in there. There were some things that I'm like surprised there wasn't really any like Mario or anything. Well, no, there was Mario Golf. Never mind. But the highlights, the cool things were really cool, like the Skyward Sword, Splatoon 3, and that new triangle strategy game all looked really interesting. And then Xenoblade 2 getting proper representation in Smash Bros. Very excited, very hyped about that. Even if it wasn't the character I really wanted, still getting that game like really properly represented in there beyond some Mii costumes and spirits and like 2 or 3 track songs. Really cool. Very excited. There's so much Xenoblade 2 music that they can pull from and put in there. I'm very excited for that. Pyra Mythra as a Switch character makes sense why they would go with that over Rex, even if I'm a little disappointed that my boy didn't get in. At least a game that I really loved is in, and so yeah, very excited about that still. Very hyped overall. I wouldn't say it was the best Nintendo Direct ever, but it was a pretty strong return after so long not having one. But overall I enjoyed it. But what did you guys think? Did you like it? Were you excited for anything that you saw here? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And as always, until next time, this is Hoodie Angel Brandon signing out.